World Universities Part 8. The Aristotelian system, which was effective as a coherent system for understanding and interpreting the world. However, university professors still have some autonomy, at least in the sciences, to choose epistemological foundations and methods. For instance, Melanchthon and his disciples at the University of Wittenberg were instrumental for integrating Copernican mathematical constructs into astronomical debate and instruction. Another example was the short lived but fairly rapid adoption of Cartesian epistemology and methodology in the European universities and the debates surrounding that adoption, which led to more mechanism, or rather mechanistic approach to the scientific problems, as well as demonstrated an openness to charge. There are many examples which belly the commodity perceived intransigence of universities. Although universities may have been slow to accept new sciences and methodologies as they emerged, when they did expect new ideas, it helped to convey legitimacy and respectability and supported the scientific changes through providing a stable environment for instruction and material resources. Regardless of the way, the tension between the university's individual scientists and the scientific revolution itself is perceived, there is itself perceived, there was a discernible impact on the way that university education was constructed. Aristotelian epistemology provided a coherent framework not simply for knowledge and knowledge constitution, but also for the training of scholars within the higher education setting. The creation of new scientific constructs during the scientific revolution and the epistemological challenges that were inherent within this creation initiated the idea of both the autonomy of science and the hierarchy of disciplines. Instead of entering higher education to become a general scholar, immersed in becoming proficient in the entire curriculum, there emerged a type of scholar that put science from first and reviewed it as a vocation in itself. The divergence between those who focused on science and those still entrenched in the idea of a journal scholar exacerbated and epistemological tensions that were already beginning to emerge. The epistemological tensions between the scientists and the universities were also heightened by the economic realities of the research during this time. As individual scientists, associations, and universities were vying for limited resources, there was also competition for the formation of new colleges funded by private benefactors and designed to provide free education to the public or established by local governments to provide a knowledge hungry populace with an alternative to traditional universities. Well, we even when universities supported new scientific endeavors and the university provided foundational training and the authority of the research and conclusion, they could not compete with the resources available through private benefactors. By the end of the early modern period, the structure and orientation of higher education has changed in ways that are eminently recognizable for the modern context. Aristotle was Aristotle was no longer a force providing an epistemological and methodological focus for universities.